that time again. Another month has gone by with my baby girl. It goes by so fast, but little Miss Avery's already 3 months old, and I feel like it's going too fast. I'm really not handling it well, but anyways, she is the chillest baby ever, like 99. The only time that she gets like difficult or fussy is in the evenings. I swear it's the dark. I don't think she likes it when it's like dark out, especially in her car seat. She's completely fine in her car seat in the day. She'll go through like fussy points, but for the most part she's fine. But at nighttime, if we're driving home at night and it's dark out, she hates her car seat. And like I said, in the evening she's always fussy. Like when I'm trying to get her to go to bed, she gets super fussy and grouchy. So maybe she doesn't like the dark, which I don't like the dark either. So anywho, I made a little list on my phone of things to go over that I've changed. I feel like babies in the first few months change. I mean, the first year in general, they change a ton. But that first couple months, man, it goes by so fast and they change so much and it breaks my heart. Anyways, I mean, I love it and hate it at the same time. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I love watching her grow and like become more aware and getting bigger, but also like it's so sad watching them get like bigger. I don't know. If you're a mom, you probably get what I mean. Anywho, she did start pulling my hair, so that's been fun. She's in 3-month clothes right now, so like this is a 3-month onesie and it like fits her perfect. I do have her in like some zip ups that are 3 to 6 months, but they're a little big on her. They just seem more comfortable though. Like, I'd rather something be too big on her than too small, but for the most part she's in like 3-month clothing. She has outgrown 0 to 3 month. That is too small on her now, so she's in like 3 month or 3 to 6 month. She started talking so much more and I love it. Are you going to talk to the camera? She's not in a chatting mood today. I already was trying, like before this, trying to get her to talk to me and she wasn't going for it, but I'll insert a clip here I took on my phone the other night. Hi pretty, yeah, tell mama. I love it when you talk to me. What else do you have to say? Hi. But she like started talking and cooing so much more and I love it. Her little baby sounds melt my heart. And that chair that she was sitting in, she loves to be sitting up. So she loves sitting up, or she also has this little thing that she could stand in. I'll post a clip of it here. But she likes to stand in that. She likes to look at the little lights because it like sings and makes noise. I just have to shove a blanket behind her to like kind of help prop her up. But she loves that thing too. And same thing with like, she does not like cuddling. She likes to be outward facing. So if I'm holding her like this, so she's like forward facing, she likes that so much better. She hates like cuddling or being like laying like this unless if she's eating, but she doesn't like to just be held like this. She just starts like kicking and fussing. She wants to be like sitting up looking outward. She's a very external baby. So, or if I try to like cuddle her and like put her head on my chest and like cuddle with her, she hates it. Especially with burping, I would always burp Paige like that. She likes to be sitting up like this if I'm gonna burp her. So she's a very external baby. She started laughing a little bit. Garrett's gotten her to laugh a couple times, and then I got her to like laugh at me a little bit last night. So she's starting to laugh a little bit, but it's just barely starting like in the last week. Sleeping at night is hit and miss. She was doing so good for like a couple weeks. She was actually sleeping completely through the night. She'd wake up once around 5:30 or 6 to eat and then go right back to sleep until like 9, and it was great. But just recently she started see, she loves to stand too. She's wanting to stand right now. You guys can't see her feet obviously, but yeah, it's like so hit and miss. So like there's been a couple nights lately where she's woken up every hour, so that's been really fun for me. I never dealt with maybe I did. I like feel like as a mom I've blocked that part of Paige's childhood out. If you guys are new here, I do have a 2.5-year-old as well, but I remember Paige being a better sleeper than Avery, but Avery's she could just be going through something. Like I know at this age they're going through a lot of like changes in their vision, changes in movement, and like being able to like understand their hands and their body and stuff. She's holding up her head really well. I would say like she's got like 95% head control, but she still like flails her body around sometimes. So that's kind of how she is on that, but she's holding her head up really well. But yeah, as far as sleeping, hit and miss. Like, she'll have some nights where she'll wake up once or twice. She'll have some nights where she wakes up like 6 to 8 times. Like, I never know with her. It's been really fun for me lately. She is napping really good in the day though. Like, she'll take, I don't have her on any sort of schedule still, and part of that is it's summertime and we're constantly like on the go. So she'll take a nap in the car sometimes, she'll take a nap in her bouncer or her swing sometimes, she takes naps in her crib sometimes. I change up where she's napping all the time, but I would say like her wake windows are typically like 30 minutes to an hour, and then she'll take a nap, and then she'll wake up and eat and play for a little bit and then take a nap again. So that's kind of her. I don't have her like on a schedule of like when she takes naps, but her wake windows are typically 30 minutes to an hour right now. She is such a chunk. I don't know if you guys can tell these chunky little cheeks, but I don't like her neck rolls. I think that I didn't deal with this with Paige because Paige was an October baby is my guess. So it was like colder when she didn't like lift her head up all the way, you know. And so Avery's like rolls under her neck I will wash them out multiple times a day every day, and they just get like cheesy almost. And it's like, this is weird, but like if you're another mom going through this, like I want to help. It's like cheesy almost, and they start to smell a little bit, and so like I always wipe it out really good. And then I've been putting coconut oil on Avery to try and like help it, and it actually has been helping a ton. You guys see her down here moving. She's just a nut. Are you a nut? Are you crazy? I talked to her doctor about it, and her doctor said Aquaphor, and he said if it doesn't go away then he can give me like an antibiotic cream for it. She's just like, she always likes to sit like this, and then she just like goes crazy with her arms and her legs. But coconut oil has been helping with that, and I just have to keep up on it. I think she just gets hot and sweaty, and between how much she's been drooling a ton, she chews on her hand a ton. So I feel like it just, and like she doesn't spit up a whole lot, but she'll spit up a little bit here and there. So I feel like it just runs down and gets stuck in her neck rolls. So that's just, I feel like something I'm going to be dealing with until she can hold her head up enough to like let her neck breathe. She's eating great. She's just breastfeeding all the time. Will not take a bottle still. If you guys saw my last video, I still haven't tried those new bottles that I just got, but I've tried like 87 other ones. She refuses to take a bottle. She just hates it. She's like, this is fake. I do not want it. Same thing with the binky. She still is not a huge binky person. I'll get her to suck on it a little bit here and there, but she'll suck on it for like a couple seconds and then spit it out. What's wrong? I just set her in Paige's chair over here, but I am holding her up. But she loves to sit up. This is how she's sitting right now. She loves to sit up like that. She's just like a super, she's just so much different than Paige. Like, I'm used to Paige, and it's just funny how every baby is so different. She's literally the polar opposite of my first. What? What? I mean, Avery's a really good baby and Paige was a good baby, so they're the same in that way, but they're just like different things, you know? She's still sleeping in her Love to Dream swaddle for bedtime only. For naps, she's, like I said, sleeps wherever. Are you hungry? Hold on, I'm gonna feed her and then I'll come back. Baby's fed, down for a nap, so we won't have her in here anymore. But you guys saw, she's pretty active, crazy little baby, especially during her wake windows. I'm trying to like keep her awake, or trying to like have her doing things. She hates tummy time, so she doesn't go on her tummy a whole lot because she absolutely hates it. She'll just sit there and scream the whole time. But I do like to set her in that Ingenuity chair that sits her up, but like kind of holds her. I don't know how to explain it. I'll insert a picture here, but she likes that chair a lot. And then the little thing that you guys saw her standing in earlier, same thing. It kind of helps with her balance and, you know, gets her moving and like being active as much as a 3-month-old can be, if that makes sense. So anyways, what were we talking about before? Oh, I was saying that she sleeps in her Love to Dream sleep swaddle still. I took her out of it for a couple days and she didn't like that very much. I thought she might like it because she started sucking her thumb, which has been super frustrating. And it's fine, it is what it is if that's what she's gonna do, but I would prefer her to take a binky because I can't take away her thumb. And I sucked my thumb as a child and it messed up my teeth. I had braces for 4 years. So anyways, she started sucking her thumb, but she still sleeps in that Love to Dream sleep sack at night, so it keeps her arms up. But she's not sucking her thumb at night, I guess. So anyway, she still likes her swaddle. when it comes to breastfeeding, because I just fed her, I did say that she's breastfeeding good, which is true, but she started biting me a little bit, which has been super frustrating. It's not like it hurts a ton because she doesn't have teeth, but it definitely doesn't feel good. So I'm just kind of like, ow. But she only does it when she's like going through her crazy, like when I'm trying to get her to calm down and eat. That's when, like, she goes through this little phase before she eats where she's like flailing a bunch and like, I don't know how to explain it, but just like her head is like bopping around. She's like gnawing on my boob almost. I don't know how to explain it. So until I can get her calmed down enough to like latch, but once she latches, she's fine. So I don't know. And if you guys watched my last one, I don't remember if she already had gotten it or not, but she did get, she had a lip tie and a buckle tie, and she got both of those fixed. And I do notice a little bit of a difference in her feeding. It's not like her feeding was terrible before, but I do notice a little bit, like she doesn't pop off as much, which is nice. So I don't know, it didn't change like a ton. It wasn't like a drastic, oh my gosh, this is life-changing, but it did help. So I don't know. Once again, like, I do recommend people check those type of things because I feel like a lot of doctors don't catch it. Dentists are the one that catch it, but you don't bring in your newborn to the dentist. So look, like, you guys can Google what a lip tie or a buckle tie or a tongue tie looks like and check that if you're struggling feeding your baby. But I was struggling a little bit. It's gotten a little bit better, but like I said, she still won't take a binky, she still won't take a bottle, and she still does like have, like, it's a little bit difficult to get her to latch and latch good, if that makes sense. She's in size 2 diapers still. I transitioned her, so she was a newborn for like a week or two, and then she was in size 1 for another week or two, and then she's in size 2 really quick. She's got a big bump because Paige was in size 1 diapers forever, and that's what I was expecting for Avery, and she blew right through size 1. So she's in size 2 diapers. She's way more aware, I guess. Like, she notices things a lot more. So if I lay her down on her play mat, she like looks at things a lot more. Same thing with her car seat. I got one of those spiral things that go over her car seat handle, and she can like look at it. She also has a mirror there, so like when I turn around I can see her in the mirror, and I'll notice her looking in the mirror a lot. She'll notice my face a lot more, like when I get up in her face and like I'm talking to her. She'll like react a lot more, which is so cute. And same thing with the TV. I noticed the other day I had her sitting on my lap and I was watching TV, and she was like watching the TV with me. I didn't think she could see it, but she was watching it. I don't obviously want my baby sitting there watching a ton of TV, but she can see and notice those type of things a lot more. Like, she's a lot more aware, if that makes sense. She still loves her bouncer, so I actually have her sleeping in her swing right now, and she's started liking her swing a little bit more, but she prefers the bouncer. I have the 4Moms Mama-Roo too. She's not a huge fan of that one. I was hoping that she would like that because, like I said, she likes her bouncer, and the Mama-Roo is more of like a bouncing motion rather than a swinging motion, and Avery hated the swing in the very beginning, and she likes it, like I said, a little bit better now. She still doesn't love it. Like, she prefers her bouncer, but I don't know. She'll fall asleep in her bouncer at night. Like, that's how I get her to go to sleep. Like, I'll feed her and then put her in her bouncer and just bounce her until she calms down enough to fall asleep, and then I'll transfer her into her bassinet. She is still in our room in her bassinet right next to my bed. I feel like we had Paige in our room for a really long time, and I don't want to transition Avery because her room's on this side of the house and our room's on that side of the house, and I don't want to transition into her room until I get her waking up like once a night. If I only have to get up once with her, I have no problem getting up and coming across the house. But if she's going to be waking up every hour like she has been recently, I don't want to get up, walk all the way to this side of the house, feed her, get her back to sleep, put her back down, walk all the way back. Like, I'd rather just roll out of bed. And I know a lot of moms like to just feed in bed. I hate that. I cannot just like roll over and feed my baby in bed. I always get up, put on my boppy, and feed her in the chair. I will say I fall asleep in the chair quite a bit, and then when I wake up and notice that she's also asleep, then I'll just put myself back together, lay her down, and then get in bed. But I do not like feeding in bed. It's just not comfortable to me. I get like really bad anxiety about like rolling on her, like if I'm laying down. I've done that before where I've laid down and fed her, which I know a lot of moms do. I get like super bad anxiety about rolling on her, or I'm just like not comfortable laying like that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I would so much rather get up and sit down in my rocking chair and rock than feed her in bed. But you do what works best for you. I'm a firm believer in do what works best for you. So anyways, that's our feeding situation at night. She does still have cradle cap on the top of her head, so I feel like she actually didn't get it. She didn't have it for the first probably couple months. I feel like she got it in this like 3rd month of life. Her head is super dry. I'll try and like insert a clip here, but it's super dry and it starts to like crust up a little bit. And I know some babies have it way worse than her and some don't have it. Like, I don't remember Paige ever getting that. But my doctor did recommend, and this has been working, putting coconut oil, because it's looking a lot better than it did a week ago. But putting coconut oil, like lathering her head in coconut oil and like letting it sit there for like an hour before I put her in the bath. And then when I put her in the bath, they have those little scrub brushes that you can buy on Amazon, or just like a rag. You can, I've done it with just like a washcloth as well, but you just like after it's softened up a little bit, you can scrub it really good and it kind of flakes off a little bit, and then give her a normal bath, like shampoo her hair with a gentle soap. I always like preference use a gentle soap on your baby. You don't want to be using harsh. Anyways, I won't get into that, but just use like a gentle soap, clean her off really good, and then when I pull her out of the bath, I brush her hair really good or comb it, and try and just get whatever's left to like come off. Speaking of bath time, she loves bath time. I don't take any clips or anything of her in the bath because the world right now is not gonna see that. But she has a I'll insert another picture here of like what kind of bath things she has, but she loves it. Like, she'll lay in that and I'll either give her a bath in the sink or I'll give her a bath in the bathtub with her sister, which, because Paige loves like taking a bath with Avery, but she like will kick around and splash, and she absolutely loves taking a bath. So, and it's funny because I remember Paige hating the bath. So anyways, that's my little 3-month update for Avery. She is like the best little baby. She's so chill. Paige is starting to get a lot more interested in her. She's still not like, she doesn't like want to be around her all the time or hold her all the time. Paige is not a huge fan of holding her, but she does like love to like come in. Like, she'll notice when Garrett and I are talking to her, like kissing on her and stuff. I don't know if she doesn't get jealous, but she wants to like be part of it. So she'll come over and start talking to Avery and kissing Avery's head and like stuff like that. So Paige is still adjusting perfectly fine. Like, I was worried about her getting jealous, and she's not jealous at all. I have noticed her getting a little bit more clingy. Like, she'll want me to hold her a lot more, or she wants to rock a lot more. And I don't know if that's because she sees me doing it to Avery, because obviously Avery doesn't walk or stand, so I'm either holding her or rocking her and stuff. So I don't know if that's what it is, but she's not jealous by any means. Like, she doesn't, it'll be like if I have Avery down in her bouncer, Paige will come over and want to rock, if that makes sense. So as far as how Paige is doing, that's how Paige is doing with adjusting to it, but she loves her sister, so it's not a huge deal. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that you took something from it or found it interesting. Like, tell me some of the milestones. If you're going through the same thing as me with any of this, or if you've noticed different things with your kid, like, leave a comment. I love not comparing, but hearing other people's things, because like I said, every single baby is so different. My 2 kids are completely opposite from when they were babies. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel. It helps me a ton, and I will see you guys in my next one.